What's going on, Earth2 novice, enthusiast, and everyone in between? My name is Casey. Thank you for tuning in to another episode on Earth2. Now, one of the questions I see a lot of people asking about and they get a bit confused about is the land class and how exactly it works. So I wanted to jump on and make a quick video just to give you a very brief understanding so you can see what makes sense to invest in and why certain pieces of land may make sense over others. Before we get started, I want to make sure you're watching this on the right channel. If you're watching this on a channel called Meal Prep Biz 101, you are on the wrong channel. You're probably watching this at least a day late because all my newest information and all my exclusive content and videos are going to Intentional Being. That's my new channel. So there's probably a link popping up or there will be a link below in the show notes. You're going to want to check that out because you want to make sure you're getting this information as close to real time as possible. If you want it even faster, then a video and the subscribers to my YouTube are going to be able to get it. You're going to want to make sure that you fill out my contact form because I sometimes email out information that is not only exclusive, but it will also be faster sometimes than the videos that I can produce. I've got to write it out, record it, do the research and everything beforehand, then I record it, I edit it, got to match the sound up and all that other stuff. So it takes some time to get these videos out when I could just shoot out these emails. So there are some people through the email list who have received, information on where to buy the cheapest gold mines, where to buy the cheapest salt mines, other things like that, and they get it before anybody else, before Intentional Being, and then Meal Prep Biz 101 channel doesn't get anything until a day later. So if you're watching this on Meal Prep Biz 101, you're already a day late at least, and there's also exclusive information that will not be posted on this channel. If you're watching this on Intentional Being, awesome. Make sure you've subscribed and you've got those alert notifications on. You'll also want to fill out that contact form so you have the exclusive information when it goes out. Right now, at the time of this recording, you will get an automated email. Check your spam box. It might go there. That will show you where to buy the cheapest salt mines. Now, I can't control how many are getting bought or how fast this information gets discovered. So the sooner you get this information, the sooner you act upon it, the better it's going to be for you. Another reason that you want to get on that contact form is through that form, you will give me your referral code. We will be making purchases during our live shows and after our live shows with an account that's dedicated to just buying property with your referral codes. And then we also do land giveaways weekly. And the way to enter for both of those prizes is to be getting in that contact form as well as watching and commenting during our live show. So there's two ways to win two awesome prizes, and I don't know how many reasons to get on that contact list and to make sure you're subscribed and you have those alert notifications on so you don't miss out on anything, because like I said, this is time sensitive information. The sooner you get it, the sooner you can act upon it, in the better position you can find. But now that we've got that out of the way, let's jump into today's episode. Okay, so let's jump into it. Right now there's three classes of land. I don't know if there will be more in the future. Why not? Let's be open to it. But right now, let's give our attention to the first three. 1, 2, and 3. Now, class is based on how many tiles have been sold in that country, and it only pertains to the tiles in that country. So let's say we've got country A and country B. Country A going from class 1 to class 2 will not affect country B, and vice versa. Now, how does a country go from class 1 to class 2? Well, it's basically an incentive to get in earlier in whatever country that is. So how it works is the first 100,000 tiles sold within that country, the first 100,000 are going to be class 1. Now, what does class 1 get? Class 1 actually makes the most income tax from holding that land. So your residual on your land will be highest if you have a class 1 tile or class 1 tiles. Now, class 2, you'll be getting paid a little bit less. Class 3, a little bit less. Class 1, again, goes from the first tile to 100,000 tiles sold in that country. Then that country's available tiles will move to class 2. So then the next 100,000 tiles sold in that country will be class 2. Moves on, same way with class 3. Class 3 will be everything after 200,000 tiles, so 200,001 tiles and all the way to 300,000 tiles. The first, well, I guess the third set of 100,000 tiles will then be class 3. So 100,000, first 100,000 is class 1, the next 100,000 is class 2, and then the third 100,000 is class 3. When the country switches from class 1 to class 2 and I already own class 1 tiles, what happens? Do my class 1 tiles switch to class 2? No, they're locked in. What happens when I sell class 1 tiles to somebody else? Do they get it as a class 1? Yes, stays as class 1. And that actually leads me to my next question, which is what happens if I want to buy in the US? Right now, all the class 1 tiles are long gone in the US. What if I want to buy into the US, but I want a class 1 tile? Am I able to do that? Yes, you're going to have to do it on the market though. So you're going to be buying second-hand property from somebody else who's already bought this property from Earth2 originally, or maybe they bought it second-hand, third-hand, fourth-hand, you don't know how many times, but they're selling it on the market. You go to the market, you look through the listings. Right now, the search features and filters are very rudimentary, so you got to kind of do some manual searching through there. But what you want to do is look for a good deal. Maybe, if you're looking for a really specific piece of land in a certain area and you want it to be class 1, it's going to be harder and harder. If you just want to own some land in that country that's a certain class, it'll be a bit easier. Now, I want to warn you, and you should probably check out my scam video as well. I have a video on the scams in Earth2, probably popping up in a card or a link somewhere on the screen. If not, then you can find that just by searching my channel. But in those scams, in that scam video, I describe how the descriptions of the land can sometimes be very misleading. I can make the description whatever I want. I could say it's class 1 and it's not class 1. So what you have to do is when you find that listing, don't get overexcited. I want you to make sure that you go through the listing itself, make sure you verify that the class is a class 1 and you can see all this stuff. Just don't rely on the descriptions. That's one of the biggest scams out there, is they have really false, misleading descriptions. People get excited, they click buy, and then they realize, I got class 2 or class 3 land. What the heck, man? That's not what I thought I was buying. Make sure that you pump the brakes, you do your due diligence. Just take another couple of seconds just to verify that it is class 1. If you see class 2 or class 3 or whatever else anywhere on that listing, it is not, regardless of what the description says, all right?